In this video, we're going to learn how to use the jQuery UI to create autocomplete widgets. So an autocomplete widget is used to create some input fields where the user is given a list of suggestions once they start typing in the box. So for example, if we go to the Expedia website and we start typing the city we're flying from or to, so let's say we're flying to Toronto and we start typing the word, so we can already see here a list of suggestions that's came up, and these suggestions, they come from a list from a pre-populated list of values, which is made available to the user to choose from, and it just makes his user experience easier. Okay, so let's go to our autocomplete file and create our own example. So we're gonna go to the Facebook div and just add another paragraph. Input your city, and we're gonna create an input in here and give it an ID. Okay, so we want to be able to start typing something in the input and see a list of suggestions. All right, so first we need to make this box an autocomplete box. To do that, we need to select the input using its ID. Okay, since we have only one input, we could have selected only inputs like that, but it's fine to go for the ID. Okay, then we need a method. It's the autocomplete method. If we use it just like that, the box is going to become an autocomplete box, but we don't have any source yet. So we need a source, and for that we need the property source. So this property can be set to an array of characters, of strings. Okay, so we can type here a list of city names. Let's go for something like this, and then let's have other ones. Then Madrid, for example. Okay. So now we can see that we've got our source data populated, and now let's try to type something in there. So if I type A, all the values, including an A character, they will show up. All right. If we type B, same thing happens, and if we just start typing London, we can see all the corresponding values showing up. Okay. All right. Now we can start styling our autocomplete box. And to do that, we're going to use a class, is the UI autocomplete class. So if you go to the style tags, okay, we can just use the UI autocomplete. Okay, so one thing we can do is we can set the maximum height of the suggestions. Okay, and we can do that just by typing max height. Let's set that to 100 pixels. Okay, if we do that, let's try now to type something in there. Okay, so we can see the area is limited now to 100 pixels, but we can still see the other values in there. So to avoid this, we can use the overflow attribute, and we're going to be setting the overflow Y here, and let's set it to auto. See what happens. All right, so now we can see that we can actually scroll down and see all the values, But if we set that to hidden, for instance, the values are not, so we cannot see them. Okay. All right. So let's go back to auto. Okay. That's for the y-axis. So for the x-axis, we can set a max width. Let's set it to 200 pixels. Okay, so it starts typing stuff there. Okay, we will need a long word so that we can see what happens. Okay, so you can see now that the maximum width is 200 pixels. Okay, let's just make it better. Let's change the width of the input as well to 200 pixels so that it looks better. So okay, that looks better. So we can see that now that the max width is 200 pixels. We can see that we can already just scroll and see the full value in there. Okay, so we don't have to use the overflow x property, but let's just put in there and see if there will be any difference. So that's going to be the same actually. Okay, it's exactly the same thing, but if we set it to hidden, we'll see that okay, the remainder of the value is hidden. Okay.